Well, we need to work through that now. Now that we know the 10,000 number, we've got a number of different models that we're looking at. Clearly, we need to support our members who have been great supporters of ours over the last 18 months during the COVID period, and some of our corporate partners and sponsors, and we'll be looking at the general public as well. So over the next few days, we'll work through what the most appropriate allocations are for Cup Day, and then we can broaden that to Oaks Day and Stakes Day as well as part of the package.
Right, so it sounds as though when you say corporates, we'll be seeing some sort of Birdcage. You've got tens of thousands of members. Presumably there won't be a lot of public tickets when you have to fill all that out with 10,000.
Yeah, there won't be a Birdcage this year. It'll be a different format in that area, but still a very enjoyable format. But as far as the corporates and our members, we have 30,000 members, the largest membership of any race club around the world, actually. So we do need to look after them and make sure that we get as many as we possibly can in, but also acknowledge that we've got other stakeholders and other people to look after as well. So over the next few days, and hopefully by the end of the week, early next week, we'll be out and about with how that's panned out, and looking forward to not only Cup Day, but hopefully Stakes Day on the last day of the carnival, and Oaks Day on the Thursday, Ladies' Day, to have 10,000 people as well. So we'll have some extra room on those days. So we'll look across the week, across that 30,000 number, and make it as balanced as we possibly can.
Is it looking like for your members some form of ballot system, and you'd hope that anyone going in it might get a ticket or be offered one on one of the 3 days? Is that sort of the best you could get to?
Yeah, that's certainly how we're looking at how do we do it as in the most in the fairest possible way. It probably won't be a ballot. We're probably looking at some segmented ticketing, but as I say, that detail's still being worked through. We're only a few weeks out, so we need to work through that pretty quickly, so that we give all of the members an opportunity to have their best chance of being on track, certainly Cup Day, and then the other days as well. So more of that information will flow to our members in the next week, and we'll be broadly talking about the other attendee spots as well, in terms of corporates and public during that time.
You might be relying on the fickle Melbourne weather. I'm assuming you're going to drive as much as you can outdoors in terms of where this will all be hosted?
So part of our planning sees the use of our 127 acres here at Flemington. So we do have a lot of outdoor space, but it is a combination of utilising our many indoor restaurants and bars in a COVID-safe manner, as well as the outdoor environment. Interestingly, because it's a seated arrangement, we'll have people under umbrellas and so forth in a number of the areas. So we might be in better shape than normal with coverage for bad weather. But whatever the case, I'm sure people will be delighted to be on track and enjoying either an indoor or outdoor experience. But we simply can't wait until to Cup Day to welcome everybody back, or 10,000 people back on track.
I'm sure a lot of people will be pleased to be able to kick up the heels at the end of a pretty long year. A lot of your members are going to be disappointed, though, with either missing out or getting a very limited return for the second year in a row. So there's a 30% membership discount that's been offered, but only if members actually opt into that in the next few weeks. So if they don't, you assume it's a donation. Why not have an automatic refund? And if people do want to donate, then they could contact the VRC. Wouldn't that be a more logical way of doing it?
It's interesting, you know, the feedback we get from our members is that many of our members last year and this year have supported us with pledging their full membership. So our communications are pretty clear for people. They've got every opportunity, our members have every opportunity to take up that 30% discount, or in fact take up a 50% discount as a credit onto their membership card that they can use on track. So the traffic that we're seeing to date is pretty clear that members are aware of their options, and as I say, a number of our members, thankfully, and we really appreciate it, are pledging their discount that's available to them to the club, to support the club. They understand membership of a club is membership of a club, and we're really grateful for the many members that are doing that.
When you say pledging, though, couldn't a lot of them just be in the default not making a decision, and as a result they pledge? When you talk about those people pledging last year, isn't the system set up whereby a pledge could also just be inaction?
Well, they're being communicated with. They're aware of the options, so they've got time and they know where to go to make that adjustment if they want to take that up. So we're confident that members will take that up if they want to, and if they don't, then the pledging or the full membership will apply. So we're comfortable that the communications are adequate there, and the feedback we've had has been very positive in that regard.
Is there a reminder? We've seen a lot of sporting organisations hit the MCC as well, but is COVID a reminder to be really careful with members' money? There was some criticism of a pretty lavish event in London to celebrate the global significance of the Melbourne Cup in 2018. Would you think twice about that sort of thing again in terms of the VRC tipping money into it?
I think that event is just one of a marketing push that we have into our international partnerships, and it was a very important event, and the return on that has been very, very successful. So we obviously run our club with a very keen eye to every dollar, and particularly now, but we've always been very careful about how we spend members' money and sponsors' money and money that we receive through attendance at the track. We need to bolster not only our facilities here at Flemington and make them continue to be world class, but also our relationships internationally. The Melbourne Cup, for example, has an audience reach of 750 million people across 160 countries. So our global positioning and being on the ground and being collaborative with a number of other race courses and other partners internationally is very important as well. So we're very comfortable about where we're spending and the return that we're getting on that spending. But under the COVID scenario, we do have to be conscious of reduced fees and reduced funding, so we're readjusting and cutting the cloth appropriately, but we will continue to invest on our brand both locally and globally.
All right, well, Melbourne Cup at least with some people, it looks like this year we can't wait to see it go ahead. Neil Wilson, thanks for your time today.
We're really looking forward to it, and thank you very much.